What's up guys, Learning with Rich here. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to modify our schedule and create a type schedule. Okay, so we are going to modify the schedule that we have created last time. So let's say, for example, what I want is I want to create a schedule for my second floor. Okay, and then I want to edit to make it a type schedule. Okay, so to do this, I'm gonna open the schedule here from the project browser. So just double click that. Okay, so this is the schedule now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to modify the names here. So like for example, for the name here, I'm gonna change this second floor concrete beam schedule. Okay, and then for the mark here, let me just change that column's name. So I'm gonna type all caps mark, and then for the B parameter, I'm gonna call that W for width, and then H here, I'm gonna change that to D. Right, and then for the comments, let me change the name here to remarks. Okay, there you go. So right now, if you will notice the reference level here, it shows the 02 floor, but it also shows the other floor here, like third floor and then the roof as well. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to modify my schedule to show only the 02 floor. Okay, so to do that, so we need to modify the property, the filter. Okay, so let's change the filter. So to do that, from the properties, you can see here the filter. So I'm going to select edit to open up the filter. Okay, so we are now here on the filter tab. So I'm gonna change it filter by reference level. So let's click that one. That is equal to 02 floor. Okay, so that's how you use the filter. So you just need to select OK. And then you can now see that if I move down my schedule, so it only shows me the 02 floor level. So now in that case, I do not need the reference level column here because I already named my schedule as second floor. So it's kind of like a redundant here. So we don't need the reference level to tell us that this is 02 floor because we already named it 02 floor. So I'm just going to select the fields here. Okay, and then this reference level, I'll just need to double click this to remove from the scheduled field. So just double click that. So it's now removed, and then put it back here on the filter available fields list here. So it's not anymore part of the columns here. So we only have the mark, BH, rebar, and then comments. So after that, I'll just select here, okay. And there you go. So it now disappears. So it's now removed from the list. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm going to do is I want to change the units here. So right now the units here is showing as feet and inches. So how are you going to change that? So for you to be able to modify that, you need to edit the format. Okay, so to do that, again, from the properties, you can look for the formatting. Just click edit here. So just click that. Okay, and then after that, let's select B here. By the way, B, we already changed the heading to H. That's why we have here the W. The B, we already changed that to W, which is here. So now I'm going to select B here, and then there's the field formatting. So I'm going to select field format. Just click that, and then let us uncheck this one. Uncheck that, and then let's change this one. So currently the setting is feet and fractional inches. So I'm going to change that. So let's say I just want fractional inches. So I'm going to select it. There you go. And then for the rounding, I do not want to the nearest 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to click the drop down arrow and then select 1/2 inch to the nearest 1/2 inch. And then I can also include here the unit symbol. So let's say the unit symbol is in inches symbol. That one. All right, and then I'll select here OK. So I'm gonna do that to H parameter 2 or on our D parameter on our depth. So I'm going to select field format, uncheck use project settings, and then change the units to fractional inches. And then for the rounding, I'll select 1/2 inch. Unit symbol, I select inches, and then I'll select here OK. And then let's select OK to see how it looks like on our W and D column. So I'm going to select OK. There you go. So it's now converted to fractional inches. Okay. Now, the next thing that what I want to do here is I'm going to edit again my filter. So let's say what I want is I want to add another column here. Okay, so I want to add another column. So let's say structural usage. Okay, so I'm going to select the fields here again. So select edit. And then from the available fields, I'm going to select here structural usage. So I'll just double click that to be added here on the scheduled fields list. So I'm going to double click. So it's now added. Okay, and then I'll select here, okay. And there you go. So it's now showing the structural usage of the concrete beam. So we have primary, and then we have other, and then we also have secondary, and then we have your cord, web, okay? Right. Now, the next thing is, let's say I want to filter this one or to sort. Okay, so I want to sort this one based on the structural usage because as you can see, the structural usage here or my schedule is not properly sorted. Okay, so you have the primary here and then suddenly you have the other and then after that primary again and then secondary. So basically what I want to do, I want to sort it based on the structural usage. So to do that, again, let's go to the properties and then let's sort it. So sort, grouping, edit, click that. And then here, I want that to be sorted based on the structural usage. And then I want to include the header. And then I also want to include the footer. Okay? And then I want to include a blank line. So blank line, there you go. And then after that, I'll just select here, okay. And there you have it. Okay, so I have here the header, I have here the footer that shows the total number of that beam. Okay, so I have 4. So that's the structural usage cord, and then I also have the structural usage other, and then I also have the primary, and then I have the secondary, and then web. Okay, so that's it. So basically, that's how you modify or edit your schedule to becomes a type schedule. Okay, so that's it for this simple exercise. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can put it on the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.